right, what is the deal, y'all? It's your boy Real Gamer 27, and welcome back to the Real Talk with the Real Gamer Show. Got some hot topics to talk about tonight. Okay, I was about to say something, and I just got a brain fart, but I'm gonna keep it rolling. I'm not editing. I can't edit. So anyway. But anyway, that's okay. Now I know what I was about to say. Before I get started, I want to thank all y'all that's been supporting me these past few couple of weeks. Started my retro collection, everything, trying to change the dynamic of this channel, try to do more retro content. I know a lot of y'all are old school gamers out there, so I really appreciate y'all support. And let's keep it going. Let's keep it moving. More retro content to come. Remember, every Sundays on this channel, I'm gonna have a nice surprise for y'all. So, like I say, I'm changing the dynamic of this channel, and maybe one of these weeks I'm gonna maybe do retro gaming maybe twice a week. It depends, but right now it's going to be only once, and it's every Sunday. So yes, like I said, we got some hot topics to talk about tonight. Got some Nintendo, some Pokemon, some Sony, and some Microsoft shit to talk about. And the first thing we're gonna talk about is the whole entire. No, I'm gonna say that for next. Okay, let's talk about Sony first. Let's talk about Sony and PS4 Neo. About it's getting it's leaked and everything for October 11th and everything, and a lot of people thinking that it's going to come out next year, and a lot of Sony fanboys want it to come out next year so they can stop production so they can beef it up to compete with the Scorpio. So let's go and get our introductions out the way, and it's going to get started. So it's going to start with you, Alex.
What is going on, people? Active Sin here, back for another week of Real Talk with the Real Gamer. Got a lot of cool stuff to talk about. Talk about Sony and the PS4 Neo. That weak-ass console that's coming out. And then Pokemon Go is taking over the world, still going strong. God damn. Nintendo stocks are at all-time high because of this shit. And Xbox One Slim. Real didn't even know this shit does 4K upscaling, people. And this guy calls himself the Real Gamer. Okay, let's go.
Throwing shots at me. All right. I guess I get it. All right, let's go with you, Mr. Gamer Nick.
This is Nick from Gamertag Incorporated, and hey, Metroid Prime Blast Ball demo came out today.
Hey, I want to hear it. I'm never going to shut my show.
Y'all are missing out.
I guess I'll do it. All right, let's go with you, Jay.
What's up, everybody? It's Jay Thomas here tonight in this podcast, not live streaming for my fans out there. But I'm here! Damn! Hey, is that button broken?
All right, let's go with you, Retro.
What's up, YouTube? Retro Bro here, taking a break from Borderlands, though I kind of got the shakes. Let's get this going.
All right. Last but not least, gonna go to Team Everything, aka George.
What's up, everybody? This is Team Everything here. Hope you guys all enjoy the cast. We got some interesting topics to talk about today, and let's get on right into it.
All right. Oh, wrong one. I meant to do this. All right. I'm fucking with this shit. Yeah, okay, let's go and get started with this old PS4 Neo, this leaked and all this shit. It was pretty obvious that it was coming out this fall, with all the VR talk and all that shit. And of course, we got Horizon Zero Dawn coming out in the springtime, and of course, that game looking the way it's looking, the way it's running, that's nothing but Neo. So that's telling me that the Neo is going to come out sooner than a lot of people expected. Of course, the specs and all that got revealed, and a lot of Sony fanboys are in denial because they want to be stronger than the Scorpio, which is not going to happen. A lot of them are.
Not going to happen.
It's not going to happen, and all of a sudden it's all about the games.
Now it's no longer about power. But 3 years. 3 years about power, but now. it is no longer about power.
I guess technically now Sony got a scapegoat. As successful as Pokemon Go is, now it really isn't about power because they flexing on mobile.
True. So yeah, I guess with this leak shit from Amazon Spain. You know Amazon, they always do that shit.
Amazon leaks a lot of shit. Yeah.
Fucking leak everything. So that tells me that yes,
fuck, they're Amazon.
they're Amazon. So you know how they roll. So yeah, man, they one of the biggest retailers in the world, and of course they're not gonna leak this for no reason. Yeah, we already speculate that this was gonna come out in October. Like it's pretty
right, along with VR.
Yeah, VR. Yeah, we've been saying this for months, man. And they got some cool games coming for the PS4 with using the VR. I wish I could say they got some cool games coming out, as far as exclusives, but they don't. But they got a little cool thing come with this VR shit. I'm not personally interested in VR, but I know a lot of people are interested, so that might be something cool for y'all, whatever. But I want that Horizon Zero Dawn, which is coming out. I believe they say spring of 2017. That's what I really want.
As well, my friend.
That's what I want. And I really hope that Sony got some kind of trade-in program for us to trade the PS4 in for PS4 Neo.
I don't know. Sony's not really concerned with saving people money though.
That's right.
I can't blame Sony. I mean, they hurting them.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait,
they don't got money to throw around like.
You guys still have your PlayStation 4s? Real Gamer and Active?
Mine holds one of my chairs in place.
Hey, at least they kept theirs. I got mine with the quickness.
Damn, y'all
yeah, mine's not gonna get touched till like Horizon.
Hey, but for all of those
Active Spin, no.
Nah, I just got back on mine. I'm about to finish Uncharted 3. I ain't played that in weeks, man.
I beat all the Uncharted's already, so I'm ahead of you.
I've been playing The Witcher 3, and that's a fucking huge game, dude. I swear I was on that thing for like 20 plus hours last weekend, and I barely scratched 10% completion of that game. Like,
that's how Metal Gear Solid 5 is, man. That's how it is too.
I'm more of a fan of Witcher because Metal Gear got so repetitive, and it was, oh my god, it was a good game at first, but it got so damn boring.
Yo,
don't they literally repeat missions, but just make the mission harder, but it's the exact same thing.
Yeah,
Did you guys know that you can customize your actual face on Metal Gear Solid 5? You can do your actual face.
Oh, like in the NBA games?
Yeah! Isn't that crazy?
That's pretty cool,
yeah. All right, anyway, let's start with you, Alan. What do you feel about this PS4 Neo getting leaked for October 11th? Do you think Amazon is telling the truth?
Yeah, I don't see why they would lie about it. Amazon probably just wants to get the most notoriety about the Neo so they get the most pre-sales. So, like, it's at this point, like, it's too late for Sony to just stop production of this thing and then like make it more powerful, because like these business deals go ahead a while. Like they've already bought the chips, they're assembling them. What are they gonna do with all the chips that they bought? Like throw them in the garbage? Sony doesn't have money like that. They're not just gonna go around and then change all the hardware just because they found out the Scorpio is gonna be stronger. No, they're gonna do what they do. They're gonna keep pushing their games. They're gonna keep pushing that they're the best place to play or whatever their mantra is now. And then Microsoft's gonna be all about the power of this gen, for the tail end of this gen. That's just what it's gonna be. For Sony, it's gonna be we're the place where the games are. They're gonna change the message because that's just what they do. It's too late for them to change the power, and they're gonna be the weaker console out of the two now. And then whatever the NX is, we'll find out. But obviously, the NX won't be as powerful as the Scorpio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Neo, it doesn't do 4K natively, according to these specs, anyways. And I think it just does upscaling, kind of like the Xbox One S, which again, had no idea that it does that. But just so you know, the Neo also does upscaling, Mr. Real Gamer, and so that's another big thing.
Damn.
It's like it's made just for VR for the most part.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's why what was his face? He was really damage controlling about that. Talking about it's not all to be all. What was his name that said that?
Who? What?
That dude that damage control about the power difference between the PS4 Neo and the Scorpio. He's one of the
most Sony guys are saying that now. It's not about the power anymore.
He's one of the bosses. He's one of the bosses for Sony.
Oh, Andrew House.
Yeah, that's him. That's the guy that said that it's not all to be all. So he basically just confirmed that the Scorpio is going to be.
Yeah, if he said that himself, that means they know, and it is going to be weaker than the Scorpio.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
that he's not working for Sony anymore, right? He's I think he resigned not too long ago.
Andrew House resigned? What?
Yeah, yeah,
What?
he left them.
When?
I didn't know that.
Hey, you better get your asses over there to my collection, bruh.
Andrew House gave the Reggie speech, which was what he did.
Video game is your best
yeah.
kept
His
secret.
career's over if he gave the Reggie speech.
Yeah, he leaving
I
them.
don't know anything about that.
See,
about
but
to do it right now.
that makes sense though when you think about it, because from what I know, and correct me if I'm wrong, Sony has been hurting on all fields except for the PlayStation, and now the PlayStation is starting to hurt. So all Sony in general is having a problem now. So that's pretty rough. On top of that, like what interview was it where the guy from Sony was saying that he didn't want to do like cross-platform play because he was scared fans would convert to PC? I can't remember which one
I
it
think
was.
that was again Andrew House.
See, and it's like stuff like that. Like sometimes I kind of think that how Sony is saying it's not about power doesn't really have to necessarily do with the competition of Xbox, but I think they're really worrying about the big picture of PC. I think like they're
They
at the
don't
point
want to
now.
lose people.
They're at the point now that they understand that gaming consoles are becoming so much of computers that eventually the common consumer is going to realize there
They're
is no
gonna
difference and
realize,
just convert.
yeah.
Right. And I
like-
think that scares the crap out of them.
The fundamental difference between Sony and Microsoft right now is Sony is building walls to keep you away from PC gaming, where Microsoft is literally saying, hey, you want to play on PC? Go ahead. You want to keep playing on Xbox? Go ahead. And you guys can play together.
And you all heard it here from Alex. Sony votes for Donald Trump confirmed.
No.
Microsoft doesn't care.
Anyway, Gamer Nate, let's go get your intake about the PS4 Neo got leaked. What's your thoughts and opinions about that?
Oh, just fuck this thing.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, you're super against these things. I forgot.
I have not been following anything on these new systems 'cause I'm just like, why bother? I mean, I don't know. But this whole thing about people wanting Sony to delay production, make them more powerful than the Xbox Scorpio, that's new. I haven't heard about that until like a few days ago. It was actually from one of Real's videos. I'm just like, what? I mean, what's that going to do? I mean, in the long run, it doesn't. I don't understand why these people think that the money that Sony's making is going to their pockets.
It's not even going back into the network.
no.
They're just like, are you getting a paycheck if the PS4 outsells the Xbox or Nintendo or anything else? Really? No? Then shut up.
Well, that's
Yeah, I'm just like,
go ahead.
Well, you gotta remember, Nick. A lot of this is like, it's like rooting for a sports team. Whereas, like, I don't know what city you're in, but your football team wins. You didn't win technically, but you think you won because your team won.
I'm in LA. We don't have it.
Okay, well, you got a basketball team. You have the Lakers. Lakers
No,
are
I
pretty
got the LA football team moving to LA, right?
We're gonna get the
Well, you
Ram.
guys are getting a football team now?
Yeah, finally after like so many years. I don't care. I follow sports anyway. But I hate the Lakers too, by the way. Just fuck them. Like, yeah, I'm just so burnt out with all these new systems or updated systems or rumors of these systems. I just don't fucking care anymore. And every time I turn on YouTube lately, it's somebody talking. I'm like, I started subscribing to videos about comic books just to get away from this fucking video game shit for a while. Like, I can't take it anymore. Just find something else to talk about.
Hey, I know
So
how you
I don't know.
feel.
I just like, I just bought a PS4, and I knew I shouldn't have bought it. I don't know. I just like the only game I'm looking forward to for PS4 is Ni no Kuni 2, and that'll work for the regular PS4 anyway. So other than that, and possibly Horizon Zero Dawn. Hopefully that game doesn't suck.
Horizon looks
So-
cool.
Hopefully
I want
with those
Horizon
two.
and God of War. That's kind of Spider-Man looks good too. That's about it though.
So other than those two, I don't know. I feel the same way up with Scorpio. I just don't fucking care. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a downer here, but I'm just done.
See, but the funny thing is, I I actually agree with you for once though. Like I've been off of YouTube. I've been off of YouTube for a while now, just like playing games in my backlog because you know how it is. They'll have Steam sales and you'll buy games and then you never touch them. And I've just been playing them this summer now that I have vacation from school and stuff.
Yeah,
And it's
as a
been a
matter
lot
of
of
fact,
fun.
I've been taking a page out of Real Gamer's book, and I just set up my whole retro system back here in the corner over here.
Oh.
So I'm getting ready for that shit too. I'm like, I got to get a Genesis and a GameCube before it though, but I'm gonna make a video about it later. But yeah, so I'm getting that set up.
Not
I'm
many,
just like,
not too many people doing retro videos on this crumb side, man. So I'm trying to be one of the few. Might as well.
All I gotta say
I'm
is, if you get a Genesis emulator, you gotta play Gunstar Heroes.
I just want to get the Genesis, period. I almost got a Game Gear last week, but the fucking
I still have my Game Gear.
Oh, you still got it?
Yeah, I still got mine.
Honestly, Game Gear is an OG. People like disrespect it,
Wait,
but
wait,
remember,
wait,
Game
wait.
Gear
That
Game
thing
Gear had
was
color
fucking
before
bad.
Game Boy did.
Yeah,
They
that thing
started with
was far
color.
superior. It was far superior than the Game Boy.
Yeah,
That
other
was
than
before
power
Game Boy
consumption.
No, the Game Gear was out before the color.
I hate it,
was the original.
Like don't get me wrong, I like Game Boy 3DS, etc. But I hated the fact for at least 15 years of my life, I almost went blind trying to stare at the screen. Like you had to
Right.
be in the perfect angle of light. Like you
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah,
just
yeah.
be in the sun. You had to be in the right angle. Like it was
You had to
absurd.
like tilt the
It's
Game
like-
Boy a certain
It was like
way,
crap.
yeah.
This isn't perfect 45 degrees. I can't see. Like it's so tedious.
Well, that's why Nintendo has been a fucking, I won't say dominant. That's why they always have so much fucking money because
They
their
use
consoles,
old gen parts.
They don't put much into their consoles. They don't.
They always use older technology that's cheaper. Yeah.
It's always a hit, man. Look at the Wii. It's a hit. Well, all right. We got I guess we got Alex's intake. We got Nick's intake. What about you, Jay? What you think about this PS4 Neo? I know you just got a PS4. What do you think about the Neo? If Sony, if they want to give y'all some kind of trade-in program, maybe $200 trade-in, what do you think? Will you support it? Or?
A lot of people have been asking me that. Will I support it? Do I want one? And because of the TV stats, I would have to say no. Because of the TV stats, I would have to say no. That's because you're asking me to spend way too much money for a video game experience, and y'all know me, man. I get more experience out of living my life out there in the wild than fucking playing video games. So, like, am I supportive of it? No. I mean, like, you're asking for too much money in a relatively short time. As for the leak on Amazon, they have been proven to be wrong on numerous occasions, but I'll give them the benefit of the doubt of leaking this shit out. But as
I
for
don't know, man. From my experience, Amazon a lot of times are right, especially when they leak Pokemon games. And
it balances out. They're right and wrong. It balances out. But as for like the leak, though, I mean, as for me giving a damn about the Neo, come on, man. First in line, you burn way too much money. I used to be first in line for every fucking thing, and I can openly admit that I wasted thousands of dollars on software and games that I didn't even like, just trying to be the #1 guy to have it first. And it's with the way that Sony's moving. I'd rather be first in line for the Scorpio than the Neo, just to be up front with you guys. I love Sony, but damn them right now.
That's understandable. It's understandable because there's just not much exclusives coming out. Like, what's the point of upgrading to a Neo if you could play your third-party games on other systems? Like, it doesn't make sense.
What I've been doing.
Everybody wants a gimmick these days.
What I've been doing is I've been investing my money inside of old PlayStation games that I've always wanted to play but just forgot about, and I get way more enjoyment out of that. And it's better just waiting. It's better right now than waiting for the next big thing.
I might just give you a PS1 because the value of those PS1 is down. Like, it's so many.
They're so cheap because they're everywhere.
Everyone has it.
Yeah.
Everyone has it. And on top of that, like, again, with the content that they're giving out, they're more focused on, and I forgot this article. I forgot who wrote this article, but they're so focused on just handing out the hardware to where they're actually starting to lose more value now because they're just doing what they want to do now, and which I respect that. You finally got enough money to do what you want to do. Like, the only problem with that is, you know how it is when it comes to change. Don't try to force it on anyone. Allow it to come naturally, and that's what they're trying to do at this moment. So they're trying to force on their new hardware, and nobody gives a fuck. You're trying to keep up with the times, which I totally respect that. But, you know, it's the pricing point that you're asking for what makes it.
Oh yeah, I think the leak price was $450. That was the leak price.
$450. Yeah, they're really trying to persuade people not to get into PC gaming.
Yeah.
$450 is actually pretty reasonable, to be honest. Because
Yeah,
if I remember correctly,
$450 is not bad. It really isn't bad.
yeah, because if I remember correctly, for my PS4 bundle, I got that with Batman and a controller, and that was $500 for the original PS4.
Damn. I paid $350 for my Black Ops 3 bundle.
Here's the thing with that. People are getting over the top tired of dealing with fucking microtransactions. People are getting tired of being overpriced. And, like, I hear these complaints every day, especially inside that damn collection. I hear it every day that people are so tired of this, and so they're starting to fall back. And that's actually what I want. That's the whole reason why I wanted to start something that people will actually start funneling into and start listening. Because when these companies are asking for way too much money up front and giving little in value, it pisses you off. And that's what we were talking about before we started the podcast with Batman Arkham Knight. All that money they wanted up front, and so much little content considering what we used to get.
Yep.
So that's my final thoughts about the Neo. I don't care. It's overpriced.
Arkham Knight had one of the worst season passes.
Worst.
Oh,
$40.
Yeah.
And the content, dude. The content that I paid for was justified. It was $1. It was $1 to play with Robin and Nightwing and Red Hood. That right there, that is not worth $40 fucking dollars.
See,
now you can't tell me that they didn't get fucking ripped off.
And even that's unsatisfying because they don't have their own campaign. They're like little, small, insignificant missions, which is frustrating.
That's
like,
Couldn't you like beat them within 10 minutes or something?
Yeah, you can.
Less than that, dude.
They don't have any stories. They give them little missions you already did with Batman where they're playable for those scenes. That's it.
And they wanted $40 for that.
This is also content that Sony allows, because they're trying to do all these. Oh, well, you get this version on the PS4, and I saw the PS version for Arkham Knight, and so they're trying to say, oh, because you get this on the PS4 and nobody else does it, guess what? You're the top-notch winner. So, and that's why I'm losing value with Sony as well, man. They're pushing to be like PC. But at the same time, the way they're trying to do the microtransactions is nowhere near like PC. The way they're trying to sell disc-based games and digital games, whoo!
They charge the same price, and the digital copy should be cheaper because you're not paying
exactly
$10 to $20 cheaper.
They're missing the fundamental ground of PC gaming. Fair use, mods. Mods is the biggest thing that PC gamers love. We don't have that shit. so as for the Neo, I know I went on here, but you know what? They'll never compare to PC gaming, and that's all I gotta say.
Honestly, this is one of the main reasons why I'm going to retro game. That's why I've been fucking not even giving a fuck no more about.
You're doing the right thing, man. I can't wait till you start recording that shit, though. Fuck.
No, don't get me wrong. I like my Xbox. I like my my Nintendo and PlayStation. I like all of that, but the passion is. It's not there like it used to be back then. The passion of gaming is just not there, man. It's just too much people fighting about graphics. But damn, man, what about the gameplay? I'm more concerned about the gameplay.
Exactly.
I like good graphics, but if the gameplay is shit, then I want to fool with that goddamn shit. Just look at the Order 1886 for an example. Beautiful game, but the gameplay is shit.
Yes.
What the fuck? You just basically looking at a damn game, a movie. It's basically what it is. I don't want to play no movies. I want to play a fucking game.
That's how I feel too.
They need to bring back these arcade style games. That's when gaming used to be fucking enjoyable.
Don't forget, we're supposed to be getting one soon. Cuphead for the win.
Like the House of the Dead or NFL Blitz or NFL Extreme fucking Zombie Revenge. Like those arcade racer those racers. Those are fucking fun games. I could go to Daytona 500. Oh man, those games was fucking fun as hell, man. But we don't have those games no more. It's all we got is just a bunch of shooters, bunch of multiplayer shooters. That's it. It's just first-person shooters. I said about 60-70% of these games is first-person shooters. I like first-person shooters, but I also like other games. We're just not getting enough, and at the same time, we're getting fucked in the ass with these microtransactions, fucking DLC, fucking season passes costing $50. Pretty soon gonna be $60. Pretty soon, fucking Star Wars Battlefront came fucking close to being $60. It was $50 for a season pass without a campaign mode. So shit like that got me to transition my channel to be more of a retro-oriented channel. And honestly, I'm having the passion of gaming is coming back in me because of retro. And
I would also like to answer what Milky Way said in the chat. He was saying that 99% of PC gaming is microtransactions. And I would have to disagree because I've been playing for PC for about 3 years. The thing with PC is a lot of the games we get are on sale, and the DLC is on sale too. So if you're buying a full game that was $60 for like $20, and then you're getting the DLC for $1, I mean, like, you're kind of splitting hairs here. So it's not really necessarily a microtransaction because it's so much cheaper that it's not really the price of consoles. And like, that's personally why I PC game a lot, kind of like how Real was saying he does, like he's enjoying the retro gaming. It's just enjoying the games and not a lot of the politics of commercialized nonsense. And I think that's generally what it is. You're just enjoying games. Because I play old games all the time on PC a lot. I don't buy a lot of new stuff pretty often, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Let's go and get who did you go yet, Retro? Did you go?
Not yet.
Okay, go and give me your thoughts on your feedback so we get to George about the PS4 Neo.
Well, my thing is with the PS4 Neo, like, honestly, I can't even say it's weaker than the Scorpio. And here's why. It's because what we thought the Scorpio was going to be originally, we've already got news it's not. I mean, graphically, it will be a little bit stronger than the Neo, but you have to remember that they're confirming that the frame rate is going to be about the same as the Xbox One. So you're going to get 4K, but you might get frames that's lower than 30 frames per second. So in my opinion, if you get a PS4 Neo, even if it isn't in 4K, if all your games are going to be 1080p, 60 frames per second, then it really doesn't matter that the Scorpio is running 4K. So in my opinion, they're about like equal, and them releasing now makes sense opposed to halting production and trying to improve it, because if they're already definitely running 60 frames per second and we're getting all this news and information that the Scorpio is not, even though it's running 4K, then there's no reason for them to not go ahead and collect that extra money with the Neo. But that's just my personal opinion on it.
Oh, okay. What about you, George? What you think about this Neo?
See, my opinion is this, is that the Neo, yes, I can understand why you're releasing these consoles because, let's be honest, last generation was pretty long, almost 9 years, almost. So, it was, come on, like, we should have had new hardware within, like, 5 years of that generation. But they decided to delay it even, for the PlayStation 4. So, really, by the time PS4 and Xbox One came out, the hardware was already outdated. So I can understand why they're releasing these consoles, the Scorpio and the Neo, but personally, I wouldn't buy it. Because then if people who do not have a 4K television or do not have a desire, for that type of, gaming, they should just get the PlayStation 4 or Xbox One for a way cheaper price because they're going to drop the prices of these consoles. These consoles, like the PS4, it could be like $300, when the Neo comes out. So I think people need to take advantage of that if you don't have a PS4 and you don't really care about, 4K gaming and stuff. So my opinion, I'm not getting it. There's no reason for me getting it other than, like, say, later on down the line, if they're like, well, you need a Neo and Scorpio in order to play these games, then that will be the only reason to get me to buy it. But other than that,
that's going to be a couple of years away because they've tried to make it very clear that that's not going to happen anytime soon.
Something else I just thought about that I wish I would have said? Like, I feel like the PS4 Neo and the Xbox Scorpio, honestly, is more marketed towards a casual audience. And the reason I say that is because, like, people that don't game that much are completely about graphics and aesthetics, and they don't play enough to understand frame rates. So if you make a game look really pretty, they're not going to be able to feel the difference in the lag and the speed. Like my cousin, for perfect example, he plays games casually, and what was the name of that horror game again on PlayStation? Something Dawn.
Until
Until
Dawn.
Dawn.
Yeah, Until Dawn. And I thought the game was stupid because it looked like an entertaining movie, but it wasn't a lot of gameplay. And he loved it. He was like, "Oh, this looks like a movie. I'll buy this for $60." And see, that's the difference between the casual and the gamer. Where I want more gameplay, where I'm physically doing something. He liked the game for the aesthetics, even though he was doing absolutely nothing. So for the consoles, the way they're coming out now, I would be mad at the frame rates because it's slowing me down, but he wouldn't care because it looks pretty. And that's what the casual market would go for. So I think it's more for them in that sense because they're not going to complain about frame rates. But if the package is colorful and it's wrapped in a pretty bow, they'll eat it up.
Yep, that is true. I prefer gameplay over graphics any day. That's that's why I love retro gaming because it wasn't about graphics back then, especially on the 16-bit era, like the Sega Genesis and the Super Nintendo. It wasn't about the graphics. It was
See,
about the game.
publishers created games with a lot of heart back then. Now, all they just care is pleasing their shareholders. And that's just the truth. I can understand why you have to please your shareholders because, they invest money into you. They have stakes, they have seats on your board. But you also need to not forget about what got you here, That's my take.
That's why I said that the passion is leaving from, with me, especially with new age gaming. But that's why I'm transitioning back to retro because back then I had so much fun playing all these video games. Me and my brothers and cousins and stuff. It was just so fun and it's about me playing some of these games now on the Dreamcast and the GameCube and the Super Nintendo. I'm currently playing Donkey Kong Country, and I'm playing. I just recently got the Super Mario All Stars when it got Mario Brothers 1, 2, and 3, I believe, and the Lost Levels. So yeah, I just picked that bad boy up for like $40. So I'm having a blast with these games, man. Like these kids these days, they don't know how gaming used to be back then. I know they could be like, "Well, those graphics are ugly, looks like shit," but they don't realize the fun factor into those games. And these days, these kids they are brainwashed to think that the only way you get to have fun playing video games is it has to look realistic. That's not the case. That is not the case. So I guess before we go to our next conversation, anybody else want to add on, say something before we?
I'll say something else real quick. It's because like these kids again, they want to play like the Call of Duties of the world, the GTAs of the world. When they see older people play it, and they're like, man, that's cool, and they get brainwashed into like, man, all I just really care about is realistic games, but what they don't realize is that you can have a realistic game, aka Watch Dogs, and have terrible gameplay and terrible mechanics. So I'd rather have the gameplay and the mechanics of the game because that actually allows you to play the game. Who cares what graphics look like? Because if it's like SNES, NES graphics, the game is still playable. You can still play the game. And majority of those games still have better mechanics than what we have today.
I bet you $5 that back then when NFL Blitz 2000 used to be in the arcades, I bet y'all had a lot of fun playing those. I used to love playing those games at the arcade. And matter of fact, what's up?
I'm still willing to bet that my game of the year is going to be Cuphead when it releases.
I don't know what's going on with Microsoft. What's up with that game? They didn't say anything about the game. They've been on quiet.
I don't know.
Well, I know it's supposed to be releasing pretty soon, but they had some kinks to fix. The Black Okage actually had an interview with them that he did, and they have it on their like GI channel, and they were talking about where they had a few like errors and stuff that they were trying to fix up, and that was around E3 time frame that they did that interview with them.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. All right, I guess I gotta go to our next subject. But before we go to our next subject, just gonna get some shout outs. That's in the chat. We got 26 people watching. Appreciate y'all for viewing, everybody. I know I got a couple new guys that's in the chat. So I'm gonna call your names out, and hopefully I get some of y'all names correct because sometimes y'all got some weird names. EJ Johnson, God dang, you always first on my list, man. What's up, buddy, man? I really appreciate your continued support for my channel and the rest of the Reboot, members. I really appreciate your support. GU King of Heart, as usual. Matthew Pipes, as usual. Renee Croft. We're not talking about Crap Gamer tonight, Renee. We're not talking about Forgiven, GG. Sinister 18, the one named Shadow, what's going on, buddy? Milky Way, what's going on? Cyber V1, what's going on? Mantan, what's going on? Danny Ingram, Drop D Unchained, Chariot Man, what's going on, Chariot Man? Amon, man, I really can't pronounce your last name. I'm just keep it that way. King Gamer Arthur, what's going on, buddy? Jackson Potter, what's going on, buddy? Kelvin, Brandon, really, I hope I got it right. Psycho Panda, what's going on, y'all? Hope y'all doing all right. Really appreciate y'all continued support. If you mind, share this video. Tell your buddies about it. Bring them on to this podcast, man. We are a really good team, man. We always have fun. So let's go get to our next subject. Let's talk about some Pokemon and some Nintendo. All right. Pokemon Go got released last week. I'm not even sure if it's in. I'm not even sure if it's even global. I don't even think it's not in Japan yet.
Japan got it today.
Today? Oh my God! I wonder how that's gonna be. It's gonna be crazy out there. Y'all know how they are, especially with mobile gaming. It's gonna get crazy, and it's already crazy out here in the States, man. Like talking about people freaking herding over these damn Pokemons. It's damn peeps everywhere trying to fucking catch these Pokemons, and people, like I was saying last week, people driving off cliffs and fucking trees, and this teenage boy ran to this cop car about a few days ago, whatever.
Yeah.
People getting mugged, people getting shot at. Like, god dang, this is crazy, dude. And Pokemon, Nintendo stocks is as high as ever since the '80s, and it's a really good sign. And for all the naysayers out there thinking that Nintendo's dead, yeah. Y'all thought wrong. And Nintendo, they are still alive and kicking as well. And all this, it just shows good signs with the NX. I know some people said this doesn't have anything to do with the NX, but more money mean, more games. And if Nintendo's generate so much money, I'm pretty sure they can use some of those resources into giving us better features, more games, more third-party support, more first parties in which this generation they kind of been lackluster with the first-party games. They got some really good first-party games, but it wasn't enough, especially with a $300 console. So that's a good sign for Nintendo. They struck gold. They struck lightning in the bottle twice. First was the Wii. Now it's this cell phone game in which caught the world by storm, and it's crazy. I got people in my job freaking at lunch breaks, freaking trying to find Pokemon. It's like, god dang, y'all too grown for this shit. So it's crazy. I'm seeing people in their 40s and 50s on that damn Pokemon app. I was like, god dang, this is crazy. And let's not forget, Nintendo, they threw another huge bomb about
just
the
stop hating
Nintendo.
and join in.
They threw another huge bomb with the NES Mini, and y'all know that's gonna sell fucking well when that comes out. It's gonna sell. It's gonna probably sell as well as Amiibo. That's what I'm thinking. I'm pretty sure it's gonna, whenever it comes out. I really have a good feeling that they're gonna have stock issues.
Definitely. I think that thing's gonna be like a limited time thing. Like it's just this holiday, and they're never gonna sell it again.
See, that would be a dumbass move from Nintendo, knowing that people have been wanting that original replica of the NES. People have been wanting that. Matter of fact, that right there got them started in this gaming industry, and I'm pretty sure a lot of older people, people that's in their 30s, 40s, and 50s that gamed on the Nintendo console back in the 80s. I'm pretty sure if they see that with their favorite games on there, they're gonna buy that. They're gonna buy
what's
that.
funny? I don't know why they never bothered to do that here. Because when I was stationed in Japan, there's a big arcade called Sega World, and they sell like retro consoles there. And the Super Nintendo there sells for $300 for the retro console, and it's a real popular item that runs out pretty much weekly. So I don't know why they haven't bothered to put it out here, considering they sell so well over there.
All right, so let's go start with you, Alice. What you think about all this Pokemon Go being a hit, and What do you think this might be a good sign for Nintendo's next home console with the NX? Do you think that might, since they're getting all this profit and all their stocks is up? Do you think it will generate more resources for the NX in the games and shit in the future?
Oh, definitely. Any money that they pull in from other aspects of their business always goes back into games. That's why they're branching out, so they can have more money streams, so they can put it back into gaming. So it's really good that Pokemon Go is selling well. I play it like every day. There's an echo again, but it's a lot of fun, and it brings a lot of people together. Like you meet random people who just start walking around playing Pokemon. You're like, oh, hey, what Pokemon do you have? It's cool. It's like it brings a whole other level of social interaction in video games that we've never really seen before, and that's just something I think only really Nintendo could have pulled off. I don't think Microsoft or Sony could have did something like this. And considering how fast and how popular this got out of essentially nowhere, it just shows the power of Nintendo's IPs can be when done right. Because like you look at the Wii U, it has a bunch of Nintendo games, but nobody gives a fuck about that thing. And then you look at Pokemon Go on a cell phone, which already people have, and they look at Pokemon, ooh, I love Pokemon, and they rush out and everyone's playing it. Like Nintendo's IPs have a lot of pull if they're done the right way. So I'm really happy that Nintendo Go is done well, because like this can really help out the NX, because they could like kind of integrate Pokemon Go into the NX in some way and get people to buy that. Like there's a whole bunch of things they could do. So I'm really excited right now. It's finally something good from Nintendo. And yeah, the NES, what do they call it? The NES Classic? I think that's what they call it. That thing's awesome. Yeah, is it called the Mini? I thought it was called the Classic.
I thought it says the Mini. I thought it says NES Mini.
Oh, well, whatever. That new NES that's coming out, that's really cool too. $60, you get 30 games. Definitely it's something everyone's going to want. It's going to be like the hottest thing this holiday. And the only thing that sucks is like you can't add games to it. It's just going to be these 30, and apparently that's it. Nintendo's not letting you put more games later, and they're not making extra games. But whatever. It's just a cool little thing to have. Well, yeah, it's good stuff on Nintendo right now. And oh, a fun fact, yesterday Nintendo's stocks went up so much that their market value was worth more than Sony just from Pokemon Go. That shit is so funny. 40 million strong, dominating the generation, and they got beat by a fucking Pokemon cell phone game.
See, I knew you were going to throw shots at Sony.
It's too funny.
Oh boy, is that all you got?
Yeah.
All right. What about you, Nick? I know you're happy.
Yeah, this thing is taken over pretty well. I mean, I'm kind of wondering how friendly people are going to be to each other if they start adding battles to the game. So, like, if you're like run to a person's street, you can battle them with the thing. I wonder how friendly they'll be after all that happens. But we'll see.
I don't think the world is ready for that. Don't they already have Pokemon gangs?
Yeah.
So, like,
Team Valor and Team Mystic, like tagging walls and shit.
Oh, jeez. So anyway, Pokemon gangs. Oh shit, we're gonna get real life Team Rocket. That's awesome. So anyway, yeah, this thing is pretty good. I mean, I'm hearing like all these positive stories about there's people out there, they're out playing Pokemon and they're catching people committing crimes.
Yep.
And they're like getting the cops there, and like they're like I was looking at this news story yesterday where these guys, these like 4 people out there playing Pokemon Go, and they helped they noticed some couple kind of like OD'd while driving, and they called the ambulance and helped them out and stuff like that. And I'm just sitting here like reading all these stories about these things that are going on, and like they're using Pokemon Go at children's hospitals, and it's actually getting the kids out of bed and like feeling less depressed about stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, you're just hearing like you're hearing all these positive things about it. Like people have gotten there, they're like just people don't know each other, talking to each other, they're being friendly, they're like getting in contact with each other, out there being, and it's kind of sad because there are people out there who are so desperately looking for like bad stories. I mean, it absolutely seems to piss them off that people are going out and being friendly to each other, and people are going, I gotta find something bad about this because I need to find the bad thing about this.
I don't understand why people don't like Pokemon Go. Like, it's crazy to me.
Because a lot of people get their attention from being negative. I mean, look at the Chrome site here. It's pretty much the whole thing there. So this is like expanding that into like real life media. So I'm sitting there like thinking about all these people who are going out and doing things, helping the community and stuff like that while playing Pokemon Go. I'm thinking like, this is basically like actual Pokemon game coming to life. Think about it.
Yeah.
This is a normal person who goes out to catch Pokemon, and then by the end of the story ends up like saving the world or something. That's basically what's happening here if you think about it.
It's
like
just
a real life
Pokemon. To like see something that actually gets people out and active, which is something mainstream media has been saying. Video games makes you antisocial. Video games make you someone who stays at home and doesn't do anything. And then Pokemon Go comes out, and everyone's outside and they're socializing and having fun. They're meeting new friends. And then mainstream media wants to turn it around and say it's a bad thing and saying, oh, people are going outside and getting hurt. Like, what the fuck?
And they're going to get hurt, and this, that, and the other thing. I'm like, they just want to bitch about something. That's
what it seems
they
like.
Want to spread fear.
Like a week ago, you guys were literally saying the opposite.
Like, there's this narrative. There's this narrative that they put out there where they're like, oh, outside is scary. Don't go outside. Outside is bad to be. And now here's all these people going outside, and like they're meeting people and becoming friends, and it's like, no, you're not supposed to be out there because outside bad. Go back inside and hide.
Because like, have you seen the news recently? The news is crazy. Like, you know, like they give you the little segment, the clip before the actual news show comes on. They're like, is your child gonna die by going outside and play Pokemon Go? Tune in at 6.
You know what the thing is? The media's main objective is to get you to watch TV. So if you're doing any form of media that's not TV, they're gonna try to spin it to make it sound bad.
Right.
If it's movies, video games, etc., they're going to make it try to sound bad. At the same time, you know, negativity sells. That's why they don't give news about positive things, because they know people aren't going to watch it and it's going to affect their ratings.
And
which is really unfortunate.
I'm pretty sure there are already certain YouTubers out there trying to find the worst possible story they can find about this to try to spread some bad news.
Oh, man, we know a couple guys that are just fucking Pokemon Go haters. I'm just sitting back, I'm like, you're just a dick.
I mean, okay, I understand there are going to be some people. Look, I understand some people are going to see this and they're going to be like, no thanks. And, hey, I have nothing against that. It's not going to be for everybody. But if you're going out of your way to try and prove that it's bad for other people, even though you have no interest of it, you're pathetic. I'm sorry. It's just like...
Yeah, the game is just so much more positive than it is negative. Like, yeah, obviously Pokemon Go has problems. The game itself is fairly simple.
Look, I was talking about this with my friend the other day, and he's like...
Yeah, go.
My friend, I was talking to him about it yesterday, and he's all like, oh, this game is just... That's pretty much vagina blocker right there. I'm like, dude, have you not been paying attention to what's going on out there? I have seen some like pretty good-looking girls breaking out their cell phones.
Like, haven't you heard the stats?
There's more women playing Pokemon Go.
It's 80% of people playing Pokemon Go are 18 and over, and half of those people are women.
I mean, yeah,
makes
it's
sense
just like,
because women love Pokemon.
This could potentially be not repellent, but this could be vagina bait. Okay,
yeah.
That's pretty much what it is.
This is like Poke Tinder.
And then he tells me, well, it's not like I'm not out there looking for anyway. I'm like, well then, like, if you think this is vagina blocker, but you're not trying to get laid anyway, what's your fucking beef then? It makes no difference.
You know what's really a vagina blocker? His starting lineup. That's what really.
Oh!
But yeah.
Are you still?
I'm almost done. I was like, all this good stuff is happening, and that's great. I'm glad. You know, you hear all these positive stories, and it just sucks that there's people out there desperately trying to find like the worst possible stories. Oh, by the way, one more thing. There are people writing articles like, oh, this game could be dangerous for black people. And like,
yeah, I saw that one.
So like, remember the earlier story? Remember the earlier story talking about the people who helped the overdose couple? Yeah. Like those 4 people out there? Yeah, they're all black people. They were saving lives. They weren't getting killed.
Oh goodness, man, y'all tripping.
So yeah, just let it. I'm sure this thing is gonna die off pretty soon.
Something like so positive and having such a good, having a good situation for everyone is being torn down by these losers.
I hate to admit it, but like if people just let everything go with the flow, especially the people that really hate it, it will die eventually. Because right now it's nostalgia for all the older people that remember the original 150. But the minute they start bringing in Gen 2, Gen 3, Gen 4, Gen 5, and niggas
Tune
see
up.
that there's a Pokemon that's an ice cream cone, people gonna start jumping sick. I promise you.
All right. Yeah.
I'm
I
good.
guess. Okay. You good? Okay. What about you, Jay? What you think about this Pokemon Go?
Well, you already saw my video. That was what I thought about it so far. Other than Nintendo being successful with it, that's pretty good. As for people getting active, I know I'm all about that. Those are the good things that I'm happy that it's doing. Um, I do wish like with the news that I found that it had a better way that you have more privacy to yourself. But I still think it was a good idea that people got out there.
Well,
and
they
got
fixed some of
active.
those privacy issues.
Mm. It doesn't matter. 21 million daily users, they got all they need to know. They got all the information they need to know, dude. So, other than that, I'm glad. That's pretty much all I have to say. I'm just glad that people got active, because a lot of people out there are just chucking away fast food like it ain't nothing, man. And kidney stone doctors are making a killing off of it.
That is true. That is
I'm
true.
glad that Pokemon Go helped people get active, and
Okay.
that's the
Okay.
only positive thing that I could say for it.
So what about Nintendo? You don't have anything positive to say about Nintendo?
Well, Nintendo, I'm glad that Nintendo actually fucking hit an 8 ball. No, I'm glad that Nintendo hit all the balls in the fucking hole in one shot, which is game. So that's pretty good. That shows how powerful they can be when they want to be. And Nintendo,
Jay a hater. He said Nintendo got lucky. He said they can't play pool.
I'm glad that they did. I'm glad that they made a name for themselves, man.
Yeah, even though the Wii U is doing very bad right now, but they are making all the right moves. I was really, I don't really care about the Pokemon Go. I haven't downloaded, I haven't played it yet, but I was really excited about the NES Mini. I was really excited because first, A, I'm gonna get it just to collect, and B, of course, I'm gonna play it. But yes, and a lot of y'all know I retro collect, so I try to get as much as I can. So I'm really excited about this. I'm not sure if it's gonna go for pre-order. If it doesn't go for pre-order, they better have a lot of stock. Otherwise, I'm gonna be fucking pissed off. But yes, with this Pokemon Go, with this NES Mini, Nintendo's they're gonna make a kill, especially this coming up holiday. It sucks that the NES Mini is going to be their holiday title, in which a lot of Wii U fans are gonna be pissed off. I know. I just bought a Wii U. I know. Don't even say it. I bought it for my wife. She wanted to play
Hey man,
Splatoon.
don't worry. You can get that Paper Mario game that isn't a Paper Mario game.
I don't want no goddamn Paper Mario game. Man, I almost bought the one on the GameCube. Was it the 1,000 Year?
Yeah, that's supposedly the best one.
Yeah, I almost bought it, but they wanted $60 for it. I said, nah, I'm gonna have to find another one. Yeah, it's just
$60. Fucking GameCube game, get out of here.
Shit, you know how much Smash Bros. Melee costs around here?
Yeah, they're like $200 or something.
That's because it's the best one.
That's because it's so rare though.
But it's also the best one because it was competitive. They had wave dashing. You couldn't camp. It was closer to a real fighting game.
Could somebody explain to me, the game's been out for 15 fucking years, and I still have no idea what wave dashing is. What the hell is that?
Wait, okay, I'll explain it. Wave dashing is when you move like almost like a dash, but it's not the actual dash animation. Because when you dash in Smash Bros, you can only do a dash attack. Like you can't dash and block or dash and throw. When you wave dash, you're still in the standard standing frame, but you're dashing. So it allows you to punch, it allows you to block, it allows you to throw, all the stuff you can't do in the standard dash because the game recognizes it as you being in the standing frame data, but
Right.
dashing forward. So it allows you to do a lot of other options that you can't do in the standard dash.
Okay. I might just find this Melee. I never played that version before.
Regular fighting games have that movement too.
where
Like
I live
Street
at,
Fighter is really common.
where I live at, they be having Smash Brothers tournament, and I'm not talking about with the Wii U version. They got the Smash Brothers tournament with the GameCube version where I live at.
Yeah, that's the most popular version.
Yeah.
Still sponsors like Exxon Gas and a bunch of other places pay the most money to people that play Smash Bros. Melee. Smash 4 doesn't have nearly as many endorsements just yet. Like it's growing and it's growing better than Brawl, but Melee is still the definitive game.
Well, we already know I Brawl sold the most because it was on the Wii. Yeah, that's why.
No, I
think
mean
that-
as far as the competitive scene.
It's
'Cause
the
there
same
were
thing with
other
Mario Kart, because like
endorsers.
Mario Kart on the Wii is the best-selling one, but Mario Kart Wii is trash.
Oh yeah, I didn't really care about that one. The Mario Kart Wii version sold about 30 million, I believe.
Yeah, 30 plus million. But
God
like
damn.
the Wii U one is way better. The N64 one's way better.
Yeah. Don't forget Double Dash. That was a good one too. Actually, I played that one. Double Dash.
Yeah.
What's so funny?
No, I was laughing because I'm watching
Oh.
Donald Trump.
Man, fuck Donald Trump.
Fuck
Yeah.
all candidates.
All right, Retro. What's your intake about the Pokemon Go in this Nintendo situation?
Okay, so here's my thing. Before I address the Nintendo thing, I'm gonna address Pokemon Go first. I like the fact that it has people exercising. I like the fact that people are socializing more. I like the fact that it's making more jobs in the U.S. economy. Yes, it's actually making more jobs. Like there's some places in the U.S. that will drive you to certain points where you can like do like the Pokemon gym, catch Pokemon. So some people are spending money paying stops and stuff for people for Pokemon Go. And I think that's our economy, especially in the U.S., is still pretty rough right now with jobs and stuff like
You're
that.
like a robot.
Now, as far as Nintendo goes, I don't think this is going to go at all, and here's why. Like, you know the old saying, "It's not broke, don't fix it."
You're cutting
I
out
feel,
a lot.
I feel what they're gonna do. Oh, okay. Can you hear me now?
sound like a robot.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so the way I see it is they're making a lot of money off of mobile right now, and I think this is the way for them to test the waters. So I feel like they'll spend more of the money bringing more games to the mobile platform now, because they see there's a market for people that's interested in the Nintendo games on there. So instead of putting it in the consoles, I'm thinking maybe we'll see a Mario Kart mobile, which makes sense. Being online, I can race each other, different race matches. You might even see other be like how they had the 3DS one where you did teams, you do it with random people online or Bluetooth, something like that. I feel like it was a goal for them to see that it's in high demand for the mobile market.
Oh, let me mute you for a second, Retro.
You need to like jump back in.
Dude, you probably need to jump back in, do you? I probably understand maybe a quarter of that shit you was saying. I couldn't understand you. All right, maybe you need to come out and come back in, because, yeah, you kind of sound like a robot here, Retro.
It's gone.
He's gone. You there, Retro? Oh, I guess he's about to jump out, come back in. All right, let's go with you, George. What should I take about this Pokemon Go? Now here, next.
Yeah. Okay, so I think about this. Is that I really liked your video from the other day about how you said that Nintendo needs casuals and so does the industry. So, Nintendo needs casuals no matter what, because their main market is, people. They always try to change the way you play. And many people just like, I just want a regular Nintendo console. But here's the fact, Nintendo's different. They don't want to be that way. Yes, I do want third parties and on a Nintendo console with that, but with Pokemon Go and with the mobile atmosphere, the thing I do not agree with Retro on is that he said that that Mario Kart is going Mario Kart Online mobile. I don't think Nintendo's gonna put already established IPs such as that or spin-offs on mobile. That wouldn't make sense because Mario Kart is a huge seller on consoles. Even if you put like a smaller version or the older version, if you think about it this way, some casuals that don't know about this history or that series will think that it's the same game. So that's why I don't think Nintendo will put necessarily like their main franchise, like say Smash Bros. Mobile. No, they won't do that. They'll make it like a own special designed IP for that, kind of like what they did with Pokemon Go.
I'm not so sure, man. Just to interject here, one of the biggest sellers when you go to arcades, especially like Dave and Buster's, is that Mario Kart arcade game. So I feel like with some IPs, it may be possible, especially if they really want the money. Also, we got to remember right now that like Nintendo is kind of desperate in the sense that, as far as it goes with the competitors, they're in last place, and they have a new president. So he's going to go a different direction than what Nintendo would traditionally to ensure they're making steady income.
Yes, I agree with you. But here's the thing. That with the NX was already planned before he came in. So what can he change within the 8 months that he's been there? So most, like Ubisoft was talking about the NX, they probably got like a dev kit or some concept of what the NX is, and many other publishers are speaking about the NX. So I think that the NX, yes, plans could change, but I think that majority of what the NX is was planned when Iwata was the president, you know?
Okay, okay.
Because Kimishima, he's a businessman. I can understand that. He thinks of it as a business way. He's a businessman, but with since the plans were already put in place before he was the president, I think they're gonna proceed with his plans. And he has said that he's proceeding with Iwata's plans. That's why mobile was Iwata was gonna license out IPs to movie studios such as Universal and do theme park attractions and in mobile. Those were already plans put in place by Iwata, so he's just carrying out those plans. And as of right now, Nintendo has him on like a 2-year contract, so he's not their long-term president. They're still searching for somebody in return because he's almost 70, so they're still searching for somebody else. He's just the president as for right now, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So I don't think he's gonna change that much because he's only the president for 2 to 3 years, maybe 5 years. He's not the long-term president like Iwata was, because Iwata came in when he was 39. He was the long-term president. Kimishima is just a placeholder so that they can develop somebody who's young to become that president.
Oh, okay, okay. Go ahead, Retro. I guess finish up your intake since you have some issues. Matter of fact, are y'all? I'm hearing echoes. Do we need to do an echo test?
Yeah, that probably help.
Oh, okay. Who want to mute themselves first?
I will. Hold on.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. I still hear it.
Yep.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. I don't know if it's me or not. I'm just.
I didn't hear no echo. Let me mute myself.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.
It's
I don't
always
hear
real.
echo.
Yeah, it is.
No, no. That wasn't me. That was you, Alex.
It's not me.
Okay,
Is it
let me
me?
mute myself again. Let me mute myself again.
Is it me?
I think this is where you say stuff, Alex.
Huh? Okay. Testing, testing. Real
Check,
gamer.
check, 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 check.
It's not me, because I was still hearing it. I think that was you, Alex.
Ah, let me mute myself 1 sec. Okay, mute.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, fucking 3.
I still hear it.
Still hear it. God damn it. Keep it rolling. I don't give a fuck. Okay, what we was talking about? Okay, go ahead, Retro.
Okay, so I was saying that considering like Nintendo's having a rough time selling the consoles and stuff right now, this was probably a good way for them to test the waters. And since Pokemon did do good, it might be a good idea for them to try some other IPs possibly on mobile, and I think they may invest in that. I feel that the new president is trying to go multiple directions that's going to make them income that they think is going to work. Like right now, they're kind of doing like trying to do the movie deals and roller coaster rides and stuff. So he's trying to go in different directions than what Nintendo as a company would normally do. Like I know they do consoles and they're known for consoles, but I think in his eyes he sees that it's not working. So he's trying to go in the direction of other things they haven't tried.
Okay, is that all you got on that?
Yeah.
Okay, anybody else want to chime in on this before we go to the Xbox Slim discussions? Guess not. All right, our last subject for today, before we do our questions like we do every week, let's talk about some Xbox. Talk about some Xbox Slim that's going to come out, I believe, August 2nd. So that's basically like another week and a half from now. I know they say if you don't have a 4K TV, don't even get the console. But if you are a movie person, you love to watch movies, you got a 4K TV, whatever, you're a casual gamer, then the Xbox Slim is perfect for you because just buying a standard Blu-ray player it's pretty expensive. If you want a gaming console and plus a 4K Blu-ray player, then that's the cheapest route to go, especially if you want to play some video games at the same time. I know that they said that the Xbox Slim is supposed to upscale to 4K in the resolution, so that's not bad at all. So, of course, we got the Scorpio that's coming out a year later, holiday 2017. So it basically give us a year and a few months leeway to get prepared for this Scorpio. And I do want to discuss this Scorpio talk because I know there's been some rumors saying that the Scorpio is basically going to the frame rate is going to stay the same like the original Xbox One. And I kind of want to disagree with that. But I want to talk about that as well too. So we could talk about both of them. Alex, what you think about this? What you think about this film that's coming out August 2nd? Are you going to get it? And what do you think about this Scorpio? The rumors saying it's going to have the same frame rates as the original Xbox One.
Okay, so we'll start with the Slim here. So yeah, it's coming out August 2nd. There's 3 different models, a 500 gig, 1 terabyte, and 2 terabytes. Personally, I don't really have use for this because I don't have a 4K television, so to me it's not really relevant at the moment. But I'll give a couple scenarios. Like if you were just looking to get into Xbox, the Slim is the obvious choice since it is smaller. You'll be future-proof once you do eventually get a 4K TV, and it's going to upscale your games. If you already have an Xbox, but you don't have a 4K TV yet, you might as well hold off until you get the TV. Maybe there'll be some sort of bundle where you can get it together. Or you can kind of just keep on to your normal Xbox and maybe hold off to a Scorpio if you want the premium experience, but you got to keep in mind that's going to be at least double the price. So it depends where you are. I think it's a really good console. I think they did the right moves with it, giving it a 4K Blu-ray player. It's cheaper than buying a standalone 4K Blu-ray player. That's very impressive. And it looks a lot better, and it's smaller, and it's just a better console overall. But it's just for me right now, I don't need it because I don't have a 4K TV, so it makes no difference. But for the Scorpio, they're saying it's not going to improve the frame rates. I really hope that isn't true because that would make that console pointless to me. Because
that's what I'm saying. 6 teraflops just for graphics.
Yeah, just to because they're saying they're essentially going to put it up every game in 4K, and that's what's going to take all the power, but you're still going to be getting like 30 frames per second. Then what's the point? I'd rather have 1080p 60 frames on every game, or even 1440p and 60 frames on every game, which you definitely could do with that kind of power, because the GTX 1060 and the RX 480 just came out recently, and they are capable of doing 1080 60 and some games 1440p 60. So in a console, you can definitely do that. So I don't know if it's just to do 4K and 30 frames. That to me is just stupid. It's pointless because then the whole better experience is having better frame rates. Yeah, if your game's in 4K, it's gonna look nicer, but after an hour or two, you're not gonna really care about that anymore. You're just gonna notice, hey, this game feels slow.
Yeah.
It's constantly feeling slow. I really hope that's not true. I hope it would be
I
really
don't
cool
think
if they
it's
give you the option to downscale your game to like 1080. Like on PC, you can change the resolution lower so you get higher frame rates. If they do something like that on console, that would be really interesting. We'll see. We don't really know much about it. And Scorpio's like over a year away, so it's not really a big deal. But yeah, right now the big thing is the Slim, and the Slim is really the console that Xbox should have launched with, to be honest. But I guess it would have been just too expensive at that time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I agree with you, man. Like, I guess with the Slim that's coming out, yeah, I do want that Slim because it's Slim. I hate my Xbox One. I love my Xbox One. You know, I love the games, but I just hate the way that damn thing looks. Too fucking big. Looks like a fucking VCR. I do want the Slim because it's a nice, prettier version. You know, you get to watch movies in 4K. I am a movie person. I love movies, and I'm an anime person, so they got
Oh.
Crunchyroll on there. So
Did Real
I
Gamer just say Xbox One S is prettier because it's slim and white?
Real life aesthetics confirmed.
Real loves his flat
Yeah.
white women.
Oh, this shit.
Pancake booty for the win.
Oh damn! hey, it's not. Hey, you can't say it for all of them. Look at Kim K. Look at Kim K. She got a big ass. Oh no,
Is it real though?
Oh, it's fake. Oh, never mind. Anyway, I lost my train of thought, man. Damn, man. Anyway, I guess now
Every time Real think of reading a book, he think of white women.
white women my ass. Man, ain't no wrong with white women. I date them all. I date them all. I don't discriminate. I don't discriminate like Gamer Nick.
Oh!
Just playing. All right, what's your intake?
That's right. It went black. It didn't go back. So anyway.
Oh, man. What you think about this Xbox Slim, this Scorpio? Are you getting a Slim or you know what? No, you probably ain't a guy. I already know what you're about to say. What you think?
First of all, correct me if I'm wrong about this, and this is going to the one PC expert here. Is 4K locked at 30 frames per second? That is my understanding, and if I'm wrong,
Like even on
that's why I'm asking.
Is it possible, do you mean?
Well, from what I heard, as far as the Xbox Scorpio is supposed to go, it's going to be whatever frame rate the current Xbox One is now. So if games are running at 30 frames, then it's going to run at 30. If you have some games on Xbox One that run lower than 30, then those are going to run at those speeds too. Now, as far as like 4K in general, as far as PC goes, it's based on the power of your system. So there's really no lock rate. Like, I know I use a laptop, so my 4K only runs at 45, where a desktop runs at 60 easy.
Okay. Second of all, everything I said back in the PlayStation section just apply to this here.
I agree. I feel the same way.
I mean, I got my Xbox here. As long as it's running just fine, I have no issue. If it dies on me, Microsoft will get one chance. If this thing dies on me, fuck you. And
so what happened if the Wii U dies on you?
Huh?
What happened if the Wii U dies?
Then he'll buy 2 more.
Then he got Pokemon Go for free.
Yeah, about 2 more Wii U's, huh?
well, think of, like the fun fact, like my Wii, like that didn't sound right. So the Wii, like the disk drive, the disk drive in it broke at one point, and I sent it to Nintendo to get fixed. Unfortunately, it's out of warranty, so it cost me like $80. But they fixed it, and it worked just fine. So I'm hoping if anything like happens a bit, I can probably still get the Wii U sent in to get fixed. Even though I'm out of warranty, they'll probably fix it. So that was a plus, other than being out of the warranty, so I had to pay for the fixing, but they did it. So unlike my PS3, original PS3, which went to the yellow light of doom, and that was it. Well, I got it fixed, but it lasted about a month before it like fried again. And I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, as long as I can play whatever upcoming Xbox games, as long as I still play them on this system, whether they also run on the S or the Scorpio or not, I'm fine. I just like, as long as I can play games on this thing, I can stick with what I have, and I have no issue. I probably have to buy an external hard drive soon, because I was all excited when I thought 1 terabyte sounded like a lot. It isn't. because of like the
Definitely not.
install rates on these things, 40 or 50 gigs each. I'm like, oh well, fuck you then. So, but yeah, as long as the thing works, and yeah, I just really have no. I mean, like I said, if I'm gonna get something like the Scorpio, I might as well just start building the gaming PC. Unless people want to give me one for free, I don't know, just hint. But anyway, no. If one should magically find its way at my doorstep by generous donation, I wouldn't exactly say I'd turn it down. I'm just throwing that out there.
Just to let you know, there's some channels on YouTube that actually do giveaways that give away PCs. Check them out.
Nice.
No, I mean if the Xbox Scorpio to somehow magically make its way to my doorstep one day, just throwing that out there. No questions asked. Just in a box like on the front porch. Ring the bell. Don't even have to tell me who you are.
Yeah. I guess it's Scorpio. I would love to get it, but at the same time, it's all about the pricing, and it's all about and we're gonna get a superior gameplay with the Scorpio. Is it gonna be better as far as the frame rates? Because if it's gonna be exactly the same on how the original Xbox One is, but just prettier graphics, like that's gonna be a huge issue. It's just rumors. I know it hasn't been confirmed, just rumors, but there's for 6 teraflops, it better come with better frame rates. That's all I got.
I think at least from my perspective, I think a lot of people feel this way. Is like, yeah, it's nice to have all that power. The problem is you're still going to give us the GIMP games that you are taking content out to add to us later for more money. That's the problem. It doesn't matter how fucking beautiful the game looks on the most powerful system you have. You still get the concept of, hey, here's season pass. Oh, here's stuff hidden. Here's stuff hidden on the disc that you have to pay extra money for if you want to access it and stuff like that. That's my problem. It's like not the power itself. Like it doesn't matter how damn powerful you make the system. If you're still hiding shit from me on the disc and to add later on, that's where I'm getting pissed off. You're not changing that at all. That's still happening. Doesn't matter how powerful the system is.
Not gonna lie, gaming has been so ridiculous lately. I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to sell for consoles DLC that says 4K edition, and you'd have to buy it to the side with the game.
I think the whole reason they're trying to push this power thing is the hope and pray that it distracts us from that actual fact.
Yeah.
It's like, but the game looks great, doesn't it?
This whole generation as a whole has been a rip-off, if you ask me. These consoles that's coming out, Neo coming out this year, Scorpio next year, like, everybody knows that those consoles were supposed to be the launch consoles back in 2013. And, they just find ways to fucking fuck us in the ass, man, and everybody's falling for it. Am I going to be a day one buyer for the Scorpio and Neo? No, I'm not going to be a day one buyer. But am I going to be a day one buyer for the NX? Yeah, probably. No, I won't say probably. Yes, because of Zelda. You know what? I didn't even mention it. I didn't mention this. It's kind of funny on how Nintendo brought one game to E3 and blew the whole world out the water. And they got this one fucking app on smartphones, Pokemon, and another. They fucking same shit. Struck lightning about twice. That's crazy. One fucking game on a smartphone. One fucking game.
Just one game.
And they are the talk of the world.
I mean, not to sound messed up here, but to be honest, Nintendo has like 3 really solid games. So if those 3 games come out, that's what they do. Like, I mean, Zelda, no surprise, it does that. Pokemon, no surprise, it does that. Smash Bros, no surprise, it does that. But if it's not one of those 3 games, then I would be surprised. But it's expected for those 3 titles.
You and that Mario.
I'm not really that big of a Mario fan. Like,
I'm talking about like the Mario 3D games. They sell really well.
Well, yeah, I mean they sell all right, but not. I don't think that like do Mario games sell as well as Smash, Pokemon, or Zelda? Like I know they sell well, but is it the same tier level as those 3 as far as sales?
Yes, Mario 64, Galaxy 1 and 2, Sunshine.
Hey, Mario Kart sells a lot. It sold over 35 mil on the Wii.
Really? As much as Pokemon and Zelda?
Yeah, it sold
Mario
30.
Kart's their best-selling franchise.
Like I knew they sold well, but I didn't know they sold that much. Because I know Pokemon has even like spin-off games that sell well, even though those games are crap.
Yeah.
I know the GameCube. I know the best-selling game is Melee. Second is Double Dash. Third is Sunshine, Mario Sunshine. And I think the best-selling game of 64 is Mario 64, I believe. So Mario games sell really well. I know the Galaxy games, Galaxy 1 and 2. I believe Galaxy 1 sold about 12 or 13 million, and Galaxy 2 sold about 9 million. So yeah, Mario sells really well, especially the 3D ones. So you can't count them out.
That's interesting. I didn't know they sold like that. Like I knew they sold good, but I didn't know.
No, it's always no. Look it up. Look it up. The reason why 3D World didn't sell is it's so all right, 4 million for Mario. Well, for Mario game, everybody expected to sell a lot more, but it wasn't that true 3D game that a lot of people wanted.
And also, when they released it, that was the same time PS4 and Xbox One had just come out.
Ouch. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. All right. What the hell were we talking about?
Xbox One.
Oh yeah. We always get fucking off track, man. Okay, who didn't go?
I think it's Jay's turn.
All right, well, what about you, Jay, man? Get off that PlayStation, man.
I think the Xbox Slim is. I think it's a good console to have. I mean, it comes with a exchange plan and better specs. I think that Microsoft should rub some salt on the wounds and say trade in your PlayStation 4 for the Xbox Slim. I think it's going to be a good launch. I think that I already have a lot of people asking me, can we pre-order it somehow? And I said, yeah, you can go on Amazon and pre-order it right now. Walmart, Amazon. And I'm surprised. I'm not going to lie. I'm surprised that people were actually interested. But then again, I should never bought into the hype of those articles from those so-called analysts. And there are a lot of people that are interested in Xbox Slim. I don't think that Microsoft shot themselves in the foot. My only gripe will always be the you have to have a fucking TV, Xbox, 4K TV. But other than that, it's still something that I think it's worth this asking price. I mean, the price also gets lowered if you trade in your big ass Xbox. So I mean, you can't beat that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I think that a lot of people should. I think that Xbox fans who want a slimmer box and who can afford that few extra $100, other than the big $100 for the entire console, yeah, trade it in, man. Shit, if you already got a 4K TV and you just want to get rid of your old Xbox One for the much slimmer one that will look a lot better in your house, I say do it. I mean, Microsoft, they made a good move with it. If you ask me, they made a damn good move with it, especially the way that they want to release it. I mean, you can't beat those deals that they're doing right now. And even though their stocks aren't looking good and it's rightfully what they deserve, they're making right on all their mistakes. And now that they know that people will stand against them, I don't think that they'll be doing that again. I think that once they catch up with the market, and they are catching up very slowly, but I think that once they finally get their foot where they want it, they're never going to screw up again with their fan base. They're never going to mess up. Not like Sony is technically messing up now. But, all this damage control that they're receiving with their stocks, they did it to themselves. Sad to say is still more people are going to get laid off because those executives, But hopefully Phil Spencer will, once the ball gets rolling, more jobs will get created with the Xbox. Because a lot of people said that it's supposed to bring in a lot of good revenue, the Xbox Slim, so that's good. That's what they need. So I do hope that their revenue increase. And I really am rooting for Xbox, man. I like all the moves that they're going about. I can't really complain. I mean, why should I? They're doing everything right. I mean, I love their host. Who's that guy that they get hosting for them maybe once a month? The guy with the older, I forgot his name, but he comes out on YouTube every once a month until this is what we got releasing for you guys. I mean, their deal is just unbeatable, man. I like everything they're doing. So, mad respect to the Xbox Slim, and I think that it is a good investment. So yeah, that's my feedback on it.
Oh, all right. Go on,
All right, like here's my thing. The Slim is awesome. I mean, it's not that much better than a regular Xbox, but at that price point, you really can't beat it. So no complaints there. As far as the Scorpio goes, I'm extremely disappointed though. And my thing is, what disappoints me is a lot of articles I read said that it was confirmed by somebody that worked at Microsoft with the interviews they did that it's not going to be that particular frame rate for 4K. So my thing is, from what we seen at E3, one of the biggest selling points I gave on why Microsoft won was because of what they were delivering with the Scorpio and the price point of what the Slim was going to be. We find out after E3 that the price point for the Slim was actually technically false because the 2 terabyte version is more money than the price point we heard at E3. And now we also heard that the Scorpio is not going to be that great with the frame rate. So it's like, more or less, them and Sony are kind of even at this point. Like, I can't really say they won E3 anymore. I can't say it's going to be that much better than the Neo because if the graphics are better but the frame rate ain't there, then you're looking at apples and oranges. They're both fruits, but I mean, is one that much better than the other? So just a little different. So I would say it's definitely worth it to go for the Slim at its price point, even though it was kind of deceptive on what the price point was going to be originally. But the Scorpio's not worth it for anybody. That's all I got.
Ooh, dude, you echoing really badly, dude. God dang. All right, let's go with you, George. What you think, man?
Ah,
You there, George?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me your intake.
I think
Oh, damn.
that really. Wait. I think that really it doesn't really matter. If you think about it this way, that most people, like I said, most if you go into casuals or gamers or whatever, whatever you want to, whoever can tell that definition, because many people have different definitions of a hardcore gamer and casual. But to me, it doesn't really matter, you know. And that's just my own personal opinion. I don't really have that much to say about it, but yeah.
Oh,
You
okay,
know,
okay.
in terms of graphics,
Mm-hmm. Okay, is
I
that all you got on that?
that's it.
Oh, really? No, that was nice and short. Oh, yeah, I guess with the whole Scorpio, god dang, I hear myself. Okay, I don't hear myself now. Yeah, I would like to get a Scorpio, but it's just I'm at that wait and see. That's basically what I'm doing. Same thing with the Neo. Just about the PS4 not too long ago, man, it just doesn't make sense for me to go and buy Neo. I just bought it like 2 months ago, so hell no. Um, but the reason why I'm kind of skeptical because of Horizon Zero Dawn. Like, I want to play that game so badly. There's no way in hell that game could run like that and look like that on the PS4, on a standard PS4. So that's why I'm really just looking at that, trying to see what the hell I'm gonna do. But if I gotta wait, I gotta wait. I don't want to dish out so much money over one fucking game. So that's a lot of money over one game. And with Scorpio, and of course, it's supposed to be more powerful than the PS4. Same thing with that. I would love to get a Scorpio, but my Xbox One, I love my Xbox One. Now, there's nothing wrong with my Xbox One. I'm enjoying the games. And like I said, y'all know what I'm doing on my channel. I'm redefining it, trying to do a lot more retro content, so I'm spending a little bit more money on older systems. So that's kind of a lot of money. Trying to buy a lot of retro equipment and plus buy new consoles. I got a Wii U, PS4, and the Xbox One, a Super Nintendo, fucking Wii, GameCube, Dreamcast, and I probably might get a Genesis this weekend. So I got so much. I got so many games. So just buying two more, another console for like $300 or $400 this year, and dish out more money for the NX and the Scorpio later next year. God damn, man, that's a lot of money. So like I said, it's gonna be a wait and see factor with me. But right now, my main focus is retro. So that's just basically what I'm saying. Anybody else want to chime in on this? Hey, everybody in the chat, questions. Give us y'all questions before we end this podcast. Anybody else want to chime in? Anybody? Anybody? Stop talking over each other. Come on.
No, I'm done.
Yeah, now just complete silence, son. Damn.
You guys sound like you're really disappointed in the PS4s.
What?
No, I'm not disappointed.
I'm bored of mine, to be honest.
I know Alex is.
I still think the PS3s are better.
The
by
PS4,
far.
like, after owning it for a few months, it's a very, very underwhelming product. But I guess that's the way I use it, because I don't buy multiplats on it, so...
Yeah, my multiplat's on Xbox. Yeah,
I guess that's just for me, but, like, the Xbox gets the... Either Xbox or PC, I play multiplats there. The PS4 is just for exclusives, and this year, like, after Uncharted, like, there's nothing.
It's funny,
I
but
don't want that stupid bird dog game that looks like garbage. I don't care about the little weeaboo games. The next one is Horizon. That's sometime next year.
Hey, stop it with the weeaboo shit, alright?
It's trash.
You a weeaboo too, ain't you, Nick?
You know what? I never actually gave my feedback on this damn PS4.
Didn't you guys just do like an anime episode a couple of
Hey,
I'm the fucking weeaboo
hey,
now, what the hell?
Calm down.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, we probably do it. We probably do
anime
another
podcast
anime,
is fire.
yeah, it was cool. We might do another anime discussion. If I'm not doing nothing tomorrow.
I think I
Saturday.
remember like a few days after that anime podcast, I'm getting messages on my Twitter from Alex. What's this weeaboo shit you're playing?
Actually, that do sound fun. I would like to do another anime podcast. I'm watching animes, new
Speaking
animes
of
right
weeaboo,
now.
I was cracking up the other day. I was looking for some anime reviews because I was trying to find a new anime to watch. You know, there's a YouTube channel of a guy named Weeaboo Jones.
Oh, real nice.
Food Wars is back.
Nice. All right, we got a question. Real game. Why do you play inferior multiplats on your Xbox One instead of playing on the superior version PS4?
I'll
Better
stop you
online?
right there. The superior version's on the PC, just to get your facts straight. But after that,
Pretty much.
it's PS4.
But
Well,
it doesn't matter what system you're playing it on, you're still only getting like half the game you paid for.
Well, yeah, that's true. But I guess it's to answer your question. Bobby owned the PS4 and Xbox One. I'm not sure if you own both consoles. There's not much of a difference, if you ask me. And but if you want to like break it down to who has better online, like it's clearly Xbox Live is better than the the PlayStation Network.
Yeah,
And
I'd rather have a
what's-
network run by servers than hamsters.
Yeah, it was so funny and frustrating. Like the servers, it was free on the PS3, but I didn't own no PS3. I'm hearing from everybody that it's the same shit. They did not even enhance the network. They didn't. Well, they didn't even.
Yeah, it's the same server.
It's the same servers, but
Yeah.
you
That's
paying
PS3.
for it. Well, it was free last generation, but now you're paying for it.
Yes.
Even though the Xbox Live costs a little bit more, like extra $10 more a year, but we don't. Even though the Xbox Live do have a little bit, have some issues, but it doesn't even fucking. It's not even close. We have more issues. The PS Network, it's fucking bad sometimes, and it's about the network features. Xbox has better features. The better dashboard. Fucking the controller. I love my Xbox controller. Just playing with the DualShock 4. Like, I got big thumbs, and my fucking thumbs keep rubbing against each other while I'm fucking playing these shooters. Like, it's annoying. I love how the Xbox controller is. You're just spaced out. You ain't got to worry about your thumbs touching each other. So, stuff like that. That's why I play my multiplats on my Xbox One, because I like the controller better. The online is better. You have more features. That's why I've been saying that Microsoft is going to.
Good question. When you're done, I see a question that sounds pretty good one from Matthew Pipes about what are your thoughts about the NX having? Wait, that's the wrong one. We'll get to that one too. What are your thoughts about Nintendo using cartridges for the NX? Now, I'm guessing if they're going to do that, it's probably because of the whole hybrid between home console and handheld thing.
Handheld.
Now, it's the only reason I can see them doing that, because if they use like a regular sized disc, that's gonna be one hell of a huge handheld.
Yeah, definitely that would be
And
for the
cartridge technology is a lot better now than it was back then, and probably more affordable as well.
Yeah, it's cheaper now. The storage is bigger. We don't have to worry about load time, so there's a lot of advantages.
Me personally, I still don't really like the idea, only because I know you have to buy an SD card to compensate for space, and that kind of bothers me because I'm a 3DS owner, and I know that when you get your 3DS, the little card they give you doesn't fit anything. So if you're playing a lot of games, you're gonna have to buy bigger SD cards for about, say, a decent one for at least $100, which is really aggravating, especially as a PC gamer, because I know that I can get more storage for less money just for my PC. So to play my handheld, but I don't play nearly as much and have to spend larger money for less storage on a card just kind of aggravates me personally. But I guess it's all on preference, really.
All right, see, got any more questions? G, King of Heart, we're not ignoring you. I just not see your question. What are your thoughts about the NX having an open source VR support? It's a rumor, by the way.
I like how every question about the NX has rumor after it with the parentheses. I'm like, can we just can we leave that part out?
Rumors, huh?
That's all it is. It's still rumors. I'm like, oh my god, stop it.
But
this is why I wish Nintendo would say something about the NX so I can stop these fucking rumors.
But you love rumors, man.
I fucking hate rumors. I'm tired of the word.
Now you be the first one on Player S's channel and Obi-Wan's channel. You be the first one in that comment section.
Yo, I haven't seen his channel in a while. I gotta check it out. Obi-Wan is always good for a laugh. Like, he has so much energy.
Watch either of those people.
What do you mean?
I got nothing against Obi-Wan, but he's way too excited about everything. It's just I don't have that kind of energy. I can't keep up.
You know those two people. You say these people are black, right?
No, you know damn well I didn't mean that. Shut up.
Stop it.
What you man? That's fucking with you. All right, any more questions?
At least I knew their names. How many times did you guys say that one white guy in the YouTube channel?
All right. What's your thoughts about Final Fantasy 15 not coming to NX?
Too bad. So sad. About that. Life of a Nintendo fan.
Oh, Dave J said Obi-Wan is just an Etika wannabe. That's messed up.
Oh, damn. Man, that's fucked up.
I will not confirm or deny, but I will say I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know they did a collaboration video together, right?
Yeah.
Etika helped Obi-Wan start his channel.
That was pretty good. That's how you're supposed to do it, man.
Well, hey, sometimes you got to suck the right. Sometimes you got to suck the right dick.
Obi-Wan works hard, man. He makes a lot of videos.
Yeah, he does. I can't give that to him.
Okay, Sony should be happy that. Sony fans should be happy Final Fantasy 15 is not coming to NX, because if people can get Final Fantasy and Zelda on the same system, they're not going to buy a Sony system.
You know that's not true.
Well, not as many people will buy a Sony system.
Not gonna lie.
I think it's the other way around.
Not gonna lie, Nick just made the best rumor I ever heard.
Who?
You missed that casual shot.
I guess I did. All right, what are your thoughts about Nintendo NX7? What the fuck? What? What are your thoughts on Nintendo NX7 200 teraflops? What the?
No, I'm pretty sure for 200 teraflops it'd be the size of
NX
like
even has 200 gigabytes hard drive. We're talking about 200 teraflops.
Damn. You'll go bankrupt trying to buy that shit. 200 teraflops. Okay. Give us a real question, man.
Oh, here's one quick, because I wanted to talk about this earlier, but I forgot to. Question by Dave J. What is your thought about Vita Dev jabbing at the Pokemon Go?
That was just.
I did want to mention this earlier, but I forgot to mention it.
That dude was so salty and just bitter.
It's like somebody's like, no. See, we had this game before Pokemon Go. I'm thinking like,
the craziest thing is their shitty ass little game is a blatant ripoff of Pokemon. So how are you gonna get mad at the original company doing something you did when your idea is a ripoff of their original idea?
I'm thinking like maybe you should advertise it when it came out new. People would know about it, but nobody knows about your shit.
Nobody gives a
question
fuck
for everyone here.
about your bootleg Pokemon game.
I'm sorry, what was that?
My question was, Vita's still alive? I thought that thing died a long time
Sony
ago.
killed that shit years ago.
That's what I thought too.
That's the main reason why a lot of these. This is why Microsoft and Sony actually wanted to partner up with Nintendo. Both of them actually. I didn't know Microsoft wanted to partner up with Nintendo a few weeks ago. I didn't know that. But yeah, that's the main reason why they want to partner up, because they know how successful their IPs is, man. Our IPs is fucking. It's like, I won't say it's gold. It's fucking platinum. Smash Bros. Come out, Mario Kart, Zelda. When they come out, it sells really, really well. Like,
Yeah.
that's just how it is. That's why a lot of people want to partner up with Nintendo, and Nintendo just don't give a damn. They don't really care about other people. That's why Reggie said they're gonna let Sony and Microsoft dogfight that out. But I really hope he wasn't talking about power. I really hope he give us a good system with good graphics, so third-party developers can give us more games.
Just come to the reality that this console is going to be like the same power as the normal PS4, and just.
I really hope not, man. I just
think
really
that,
hope
that's
not.
much why he was saying, like, oh.
If that's the case, we're going to have the same problem just like we did last generation, that when the new consoles come out, it's going to be outdated again.
Yeah, they're going to get leaked.
They're always going to be outdated, though, because new parts, the way technology is, cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
And at the price point they want to sell stuff, they can't afford to do that.
I'm saying that they're going to get leapfrogged just like they did with the Wii U.
Nintendo has to understand that we are still in the mid-cycle of this generation. They come out the NX in March, knowing that we got at least 2-3 more years left in this generation. It's gonna be the same story.
The only difference is, like, this time, if the NX is like the same architecture, if it's x86, they won't have as big of an issue, because at least like the PS4 and Xbox One are still gonna get games. So like, if it's similar to those and the same architecture, I don't think it'll be a problem. Unlike the Wii U, which is power PC, so it's like you're already the fucking weakest. You have low sales, and we have to rebuild their game from the ground up. Nah, fuck you then.
Yeah, because because game developers just want to drag and drop. They want to develop it on one system,
amount of work, because this
copy and paste. And if they can get Nintendo on board with that, and all they have to do is drop the games on there with no issue, I think it'll be a little better off with third party. Because they say, yeah, we'll put it on there. It's like, even if it doesn't sell as well, at least we can like just put it over there without any further issue.
And it wouldn't cost too much. Doesn't take too much time.
Okay. Any more questions out there? Any more questions? Do you guys remember? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, you were reading it already. It's the same one.
Do you guys remember PS Vita fanboys petitioning about porting Smash 4 to Vita? What the fuck? I remember that. About that.
Yeah, on change.org they put a thing where they like bring Smash Brothers 4 to the Vita, the true home of Smash Brothers.
Doesn't Vita already have PlayStation All Stars?
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know.
I heard about console with a shitty game.
Mario in All-Stars,
Second-rate game for a second-rate handheld. Makes sense to me.
Yo, PlayStation All Stars was fire. Y'all tripping?
No, just stop, please.
Are any more questions? I
think I think if they actually did make PlayStation All Stars more like Smash Brothers, it probably would have done better. But they try to put some adjustments in there that just didn't work.
Though. Like, it felt a little more like a real fighting game to me. Like, for fighting well and creating combos, you got super combos, and you kill people with super combos. It wasn't about knocking them off a cliff. It was about real kills.
Yeah.
And I thought that was better since I like more traditional fighting games.
Here's a pretty legitimate question here. Okay. If the NX has Pornhub support, will you buy it day one?
Only if it has VR Pornhub support.
Oh, it's gonna flop shelves. It's gonna come with some lube cream.
Here's another question here. How do you feel about Detective Pikachu movie? They want Danny DeVito to play Pikachu.
If Danny DeVito is not Pikachu, I'm not watching that movie.
That'd be wrong. I would watch it.
I thought Detective Pikachu was supposed to be a game.
It is. They're making a movie. They got the movie rights today.
It's really popular in Japan right now, so they're gonna definitely
they're making a movie out of it.
Yeah, that's why I was like confused. I'm like, isn't that a game?
He's like, oh man.
They gotta get Danny DeVito to be the voice. That'll be so.
That'd be hilarious. Yeah. Every time I think of Danny DeVito, I think of that one movie where him and Arnold Schwarzenegger were supposed to be twins.
Oh yeah.
Twins.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I love him, mate. Yo, never be another best penguin out there.
He sure was Penguin. All right, let's take one last question, y'all. One last question. A real question. No
I don't
fake
see
shit.
any here.
No pun intended, by the way.
Ah,
Come on, y'all. One more question. Who's gonna be the last person? Oh, y'all tripping now.
oh, who's gonna be last? Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Why
God.
does Sega suck?
I just said no Sega shit.
Oh no, here we go.
Why does Sega suck? Okay, I got you.
know,
Sonic
yeah.
is trash.
Mute
Their
you.
controller was an ugly boomerang. The console was hideous. They had no games, and they're run by a bunch of idiots that are also morons and losers.
You know, Alex just made it sound so much worse. I just thought about it. Back in the 90s, boomerangs were popular. They had a boomerang design and still failed. That's rough.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Let me see. How do you? We just answered that. How do we feel about Final Fantasy? Okay. How do you feel about Final Fantasy 15?
I don't care.
Everybody's buying it.
Is that the one they put it on 360,000?
That's the Backstreet Boys one.
I mean, boy band the RPG.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the new one. Man, I think that shit gonna be dope.
It might be. I don't know. I just don't care.
The gameplay looks insane. That's my style.
Yeah, actually, it did look kind of interesting when I saw the E3. So maybe I might dabble a little bit on it.
Those developers had to redeem themselves because they got their asses kicked by their own video games.
Yeah,
That shit
they
is
did.
gonna be good.
That dude made the
that
game
is-
look so bad.
What? It looks good.
No, but him playing made the
Oh
game.
yeah,
No, the
that was
game
good
was
to me
good,
though
but he
because
sucked at his own game. How the hell can
That-
he suck at his own game?
no, dude, that means that the game is so challenging that even they will have a hard time playing it. That's good because I hate games that walk your hand when you're fighting or if it's too intense because you don't want kiddie games like that. You want games that actually you gotta figure out this shit for yourself, man. I love that shit. So that's
You
good
need
to
to get
me.
Borderlands, my brother.
Mhm.
I'm not a Borderlands kind of guy.
Really? Have you played it before?
Nah, I just don't like. I studied them so hard and I just didn't like what I saw.
It's RPG. FPS.
I totally respect RPG. Maybe it's the shell shade. I don't know. I just don't
So
like.
you about aesthetics, huh?
I think that's what it is, man.
Dauntless Casual confirmed. Y'all heard it?
I'm just not a shell shade kind. Like I have never had one shell shade game, and for some reason, when I'm playing certain games, I want that realization. I want it to feel so real, you know. That's just me. I'm not going up on all graphics and everything. I just don't fuck with shell shade like that. But maybe one day I will fuck with shell shade. I mean, that new Batman game is technically shell shade by Telltales. That's shell shade 100%. So I may fall down, but I don't know. That could be my first one though. Maybe. Even though they want a season pass and they're breaking the game up in episodes.
Ah,
So I don't know.
I just lost interest the minute you said that.
I mean, Telltale, they have a reputation for doing shell shade and breaking games up in episodes. So, but with that also being said, like I think there's a big controversy with one of the Borderlands games because of the way they broke it up in episodes and also hit it with microtransactions.
Yeah, and you know what game that was? That was Tales of the Borderlands, created by Telltale, same company. Everything Telltale make, honestly, is bad. You know another game that's really bad that's made by Telltale? Sonic 3D Blast.
Really?
Yes.
I did not know that.
When you play Sonic 3D Blast at the beginning, you see that stupid fox and it says Telltale.
Dude,
Oh, they've been out that long?
Yes.
shit, I gotta imply on this. Think about this. And this is very offensive to me. Not only as just a gamer, but as a comic book lover. When I saw the trailer that just came out this week for the new Batman game, I did a reaction video, but my laptop fucked up again because of Windows 10. And was a slap in the face that you guys want to hit us with another season pass for another Batman game, knowing damn well Rocksteady fucked us on that first season Batman.
All right,
So,
let me take this. Let me take this one last question. That'll be it for,
Yeah, I
for
gotta
this.
head out soon.
Yeah, why do people want Nintendo to sell their IPs to different companies?
Because
what?
Why do people want Nintendo to sell their IPs to different companies?
so the games get made and sold, and we can play them, and we don't have to buy a third console. Simple.
Yeah.
And also this, if you think about it this way, that majority of this people, like I said, I made a video on this a long time ago, that people don't want to buy Nintendo consoles, which I
Or they
can
wanna-
understand, but they want their games, which that's kind of, it's like some people like, I don't want their games, but I want them on the PS4 and Xbox One. I'm like, well, you just basically, you said that you don't want their games, but you want it on those consoles. Come on, if you want Nintendo games that badly, you should just buy a Nintendo console
Well, they
because
clearly don't want it bad enough to buy the
I
console.
know.
Yeah.
It's like in their defense, I understand though,
Oh, I
because
get it
like
too.
I got a Wii emulator, and with the Wii emulator you can play Smash Melee, and it's a lot easier to wave dash using the Xbox controller. Because I was never able to wave dash with a GameCube controller. GameCube controller just feels uncomfortable to me, but it works perfectly with an
Because
Xbox
it's a
controller.
children's controller.
Exactly. So I feel like some games would be better with a better controller layout.
Although if Nintendo games ever did go third party, you'd know they'd go from kiddie trash to best games ever.
Oh
Especially
yeah.
on the PS4.
They'll always be the same to me. I just want to.
They'd probably go super hardcore for no reason. It'd be like Bayonetta 3, butt cheeks and Tomb Raider. Just mad hardcore for no reason.
Well, I guess that's about wraps it up today on today's podcast, and we are under 2 hours, surprisingly.
That's good.
That's good. 'Cause we started at
Yes.
8 o'clock.
Yeah.
We have
Or
lights.
8 o'clock my time.
It's time to play some Pokemon.
Nah, take your ass to bed.
I'm
Yeah,
about
is it-
to
is it
hop on
past
Google
I'm
right
about to
now.
jump out here and go play some
Let's see what's
Pokemon Go
happening.
for a couple hours.
Oh shit! I may live stream. I don't know.
Anyway, guys, really appreciate y'all for tuning in today. Had a good show. We had fun and everything. We, same shit. We joke around with each other. Talk about some cool, interesting things. And I know last week I did brought up the fact maybe we might do a retro podcast. I'm not sure how y'all guys feel about that. I know you like to do one, Jay. I know you love retro gaming as well too. But
That's actually what I'm trending to. I'm trending to it because I think that we had so much value back then than what we have now. I mean,
Yeah, we
the quality is
rebuild.
better, but the quantity is like shit these days. You know?
Yeah, it is. So I'm trying to figure out. Maybe I could do another podcast either tomorrow or Saturday. I don't know. Depends on when if I'm not doing too much Saturday. I might do a podcast tomorrow and Saturday. 'Cause I don't think I'm doing anything this weekend. So I know Retro Bro. I know you want to do an anime podcast badly. I know you want to do one.
Yep.
So if I'm not too busy tomorrow night, we might could do an anime podcast. But do anybody want to join in on anime or do a retro? I want to know now. Like if you're not
Bunch
too
of
busy.
fucking boo-boos.
I gotta literally get back on my retro gaming, like games, because I just like don't have any to even.
Oh, okay.
I can do
try
both.
on it.
My channel started with Pokemon and retro gaming.
Oh, okay.
Like my retro gaming will go so far back as only as like the PS3 and maybe. Well, actually, I got the PS3 that goes back that can play backwards compatibility on PlayStation 2 as well. So I mean, I'm gonna do one too. I think so. I'm gonna look at that.
Well, yeah, I'll keep everybody informed if we're gonna do it or not. If I ain't doing it tomorrow, then me and Retro we gonna go ahead and do the anime podcast, and I'm trying to get a couple more guys in because it was just us two that was doing it last time. It was cool, some people liked it. It was cool. It was fire. So we'll probably try to do it again tomorrow. Episode 2, talk about what we've been watching most recently, and it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. And it's Saturday. I'm not sure if I'm doing anything, but if I'm not, then we're gonna go ahead and do the retro thing. I know some of y'all would like to do it. I would love to do it, But you know what, Saturday? I'm not. You know what? I'm not even sure because honestly, I'll be retro shopping around that time.
Well,
So
you just doing this in your local your city? Or you like traveling towards city to city or something? Like,
I right now I'm in between the Fort Worth and Arlington area. So I guess you could say the DFW, Dallas Fort Worth area, because I'm like 20 minutes away from downtown Dallas. So I'm everywhere around the Metroplex. I'm everywhere.
that's
So yeah,
good, man.
I got a lot of stores out that I go to. So usually on Friday after work, I go to a couple of places and see if they got whatever I'm looking for. And Saturday, I wake up early and go retro shopping again. So I'm probably be out for a couple hours and trying to see if I can find some so I can have some material for Sunday. But I would like to do a retro podcast. So if
I
I'm not really
forgot that
doing
you're
that,
in Texas. There may be a place by you. I know they're usually in the region where you're at, like Texas, Arizona, places like that. Look for a place called Bookman's. They sell a lot of like novelty retro game stuff like that, and they usually give you better trade-in deals than a GameStop would. You could
I usually
probably
go to
find it
like a
there.
mom and pop shop.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's basically where I go, or I can just go on Craigslist and of course I get the better deals because them games are pretty expensive. Them games I've been showing y'all.
For real?
Paying,
No, no way.
well, shit, Mario All Stars was $40.
Nah, that's true. Anytime you get like a definitive classic, it costs a lot. To this day, the Dreamcast version of Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is still over $100 because it was the best version of the game.
You know, I heard a long time ago that the PlayStation 3 that I have right now, because it can play, don't quote me on the one, but because it can play two PlayStation 2 games and can do backwards compatibility, that in a couple of years, that's going to be worth some good money. So
It
I'm
already
definitely,
is. The backwards compatible model is rare.
I got to get the other one, the old one fixed. And I think it's just a hard drive, what people said, but hell yeah, one day I'm going to sell that bitch for some good money.
I guess we're about to wrap it up right now. I'm gonna give shout outs one more time before we're gonna do our outros. EJ Johnston, G.U. King of Heart, Matthew Pipes, Renee Croft, Forgiven GG, Sinister 18, The One A Shadow, Milky Way, Saber V1, Mantan, Danny Ingram, Drop the Unchained, Chariot Man, Amon, King Gamer Arthur, Jackson Potter, Kevin Brennan, Psycho Panda, Phantom R, Pray for Your Life, Mark James, Dave J. Hopefully I got everybody. If I didn't, I apologize about that. But I will give you more details on what I'm gonna do tomorrow and Saturday. And I know I'm gonna do Sunday, Retro Sunday, so I have a surprise for y'all. Oh, I guess after that, it's gonna get to our outros. It's gonna start you, Alex.
What's going on, people? Active Sin here. Had a lot of good topics today. Pokemon Go is on top of the world right now. Neo's coming out. We'll see what it is. Doesn't seem all that interesting. And Xbox One S, same thing. If you already got an Xbox, I don't know. Maybe if you get a 4K TV, pick it up. Otherwise, I don't really see the point. But yeah, other than that, it is time to go play some Pokemon Go.
Calm your ass down, shit. All right, let's go with you, Gamer Nick.
All right, this is Nick from Gamertag Incorporated. Thanks for having me here. It was fun being here yet again. Not really doing anything on my channel right now, as I'm just lazy. And see you guys later.
All right. All right, let's go with you, Jay.
What's up, everybody? This is Jadon, the protagonist gamer. I hunt for the video game industry darkest secrets, and all this week, last week, I've just been focusing on the CSGO lotto scam. So if you want to check that out, just head over there to my Google Plus collection.
All right, appreciate you. All right, let's go with you, Retro Bro.
What's up, YouTube? Retro Bro here. Had a lot of fun tonight as usual. Also, if you guys in the chat can, on this video, just put in the comment section like some of the animes this season that you guys have been checking out, just in case me and Real haven't seen them, we can kind of brush up on them a little bit so we can have those topics ready for the anime podcast. But that's it. See you this weekend.
I appreciate you. All All right, let's go to George, aka Team Everything.
This is Team Everything. I want to thank Real Gamer for having me on this cast and everybody else. But we had a great cast today. I hope to be on next time.
All right, appreciate you, buddy. All right, I guess that just about wraps it up for the show. And like I said, we had fun, had a great time. Same time next week, either between 7:30 or 8 o'clock Central Time. We're gonna find something to talk about. If we ain't got much to talk about, we're just gonna clown on each other. I guess after that, I guess I'll see y'all either tomorrow or Saturday. We're gonna do another podcast, so I'm just letting y'all know right now. Just stay tuned, and I will let y'all know pretty soon. Peace out.
See ya.